So, this is my journaling. This is my journal. I'm gonna hold my coffee here so I can talk because now it's cold, but it's very tasty still. It is, what day is it today? It is August 25th, 2023, and we are in month 8, about to be 9. Is it 8? I think it's 8. No, 8. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It is 8. It is 8. I have to do that all the time. I'm like almost 40 and I still have to I don't know why. What I want to really, this is my vlog. I'm trying to vlog. I'm trying to get better at this shit. So you're like learning with me, but I wanted to kind of like talk a little bit about my perspective for this week, going into this week, and kind of manifest a few things with you guys. I recently have been writing my short film, and they always say don't talk about the things you're doing, but I'm going to talk about it because I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to finish it out. I'm trying to hold myself accountable, and these are things that I feel like by doing this, I'll keep holding myself accountable because I'm pushing this energy into the world, pushing my energy into you, pushing my energy into creating a new life, because part of what I want for myself is to create financial freedom, and I know that through giving to others, it's gonna reflect back on me. So this content is for you guys to see and to understand where we are when we relate on our journeys, because everybody's journey feels like it's lonely, but in reality, we're all searching for our own thing. We're all in our own simulation, our own matrix of the world, and we're all trying to figure it out. So when they say no one cares about you, or no one really is focused on what you're doing and you shouldn't be focused on them, I think that's what they're really meaning, is that it's not that they don't love you, it's not like they don't care for you to win, but they already have their own problems, their own issues, their own frustrations. So they can't really spend time thinking about what you're doing. I think this is why we see ourselves on social media, is we're comparing ourselves to others when we do that, and we're seeing what people are doing. We're procrastinating on our own business, and believe me, I do it. I'll fucking flip through TikTok for a whole hour, getting lost in aliens and conspiracy theories just because it's interesting to listen to. I don't even know if I believe them. I believe in aliens, but I don't know if I really truly believe what they're saying, and it's just interesting to hear stuff like the flat Earth and stuff about recently with the Maui fires and people believing that the government used lasers to light this whole place on fire, and I'm laughing because if it's true, then fuck, I'm the idiot. But you see how when they say this information online, it's so convincing because of the way that they do it, and it's pretty interesting to watch people. And I've never been a person just to intake that kind of information in my life, and this is kind of the first time I'm listening to it because I'm interested, and I feel it just makes life a little bit more fun to think about, when you listen to conspiracy theories. Whether or not you believe them is up to you, but I'm not saying I disregard them. I think everybody has a unique opinion on life. I don't think I have the answers, but I do feel intuition, so when I hear some of them, I'm like, that could be true, that could be true. And I'm not trying to sound crazy. I just, I'm a very open-minded person, and I'm like, hey, that could be possible. Reptilians could be a thing, and the government. Oh, that video looked like that dude looked like a reptilian. That president, maybe Joe Biden is a reptilian, or maybe he has clones because of the way they did videos. But man, people are so good at creating content nowadays. They literally just make so much money creating fake content, and that's something that that's why you have to be careful about kind of what you're ingesting into your mind, because you'll really believe some of this stuff if you listen to it too much. So I'm on my journey right now, trying to write, and not even trying to write, I am writing. We got to get that kind of out of our head when we say trying. I'm trying to do this, but you're really doing it when you actually do it. So I feel good about like the transition that I'm making in my life right now, because I think we all get to a point where we realize maybe we don't like something about our lives, and it's not that we don't love ourselves or we don't think we're good at something. It's like there's something missing. There's a void of some sort that we're looking for, and we're not really sure what it is. And then all of a sudden, like, it hits us like a brick of rocks, and you're like, oh, I want to do that. Like, I know I want to do that. And there's a stage in which we just like debate forever. Should I do this? Debate. And it's kind of like what you see in movies, a hero's journey. There's a huge debate within yourself internally, trying to figure out whether or not you want to go to that stage and be the better person. What, someone or like yourself is calling you. Like, you feel it. Like, you hear. I heard this great quote. Don't remember who said it, so if you know, then obviously a comment who had said it, but I don't remember. If you try to turn your internal radio, if you try to turn something down on your internal radio, and it's still playing the music in your head, that means you should probably be doing that thing, And I think that's the intuition. There's a great quote. I have these affirmations cards that I use every day, and I always like wheel myself. It's kind of like tarot cards or something, and I use them because there's like creative affirmations and positive affirmation cards that I just to remind myself that I'm great, remind myself that I'm creative, and to trust that creative and greatness that I have within me. So I try to remind myself every day, because there's so much negativity that's fighting against you, so much work of the devil that's fighting against where you're trying to go, all that doubt and all that hatred that's inside. And so you have to fight it with like positivity, and that's why they say be around people that are enlightened, or like build your circle to where there's positive energy. If you can tell when someone's being negative, because it makes you feel negative, it makes you feel bad, it makes you feel like guilt and shame. And when you have other people like reaching out, hey, no, you are good. Like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. Like, you're beautiful. Those are the people that are more enlightened, and have the good energy, the good vibrations, the waves. And so in this card, it said something similar to like this idea of intuition, like know the difference between intuition and mental chatter. The idea that the mental chatter is the doubt, the things that's saying, should you do this? Should you not do this? Should you do this? Like, maybe you should do that. Maybe you should do this. And it's like it's a thing that just like eats away at the intuition, and it's like trying to blind it. It's just like that fog that comes over where you're driving down the road knowing where you want to go. I want to go this direction, and then a big rainstorm comes in and just like fucking downpours on you, and you're trying to like turn the wipers on. You can't really see. You're getting scared. You're wondering if I should slow down. You slow down. You're like, maybe I should get off on this exit and go get something to eat, let the rain pass. And that's kind of the mental chatter and the doubt and the depression and the anger that we build on ourselves. And it's crazy because even like that analogy is something like that feels very true. We're on this like journey to success. We're on this journey of life, and we're trying to, I think you're trying to find happiness. Like, I think that we're trying to find what it is our happiness. In the last couple years, I've had great success with not only myself and like proving who I am as a director, but with the company that I'm working on building. And see, I said not trying. I'm working on building. But the company that I'm working on building, Real Goats, I see a big vision for it, but I know it takes a long time to get there, and I have to break free of things that are keeping me from building it, because the mental chatter, the chatter that's saying you don't deserve it, the chatter that's saying that maybe you should go somewhere else. And I think eventually I got to the point in this last year where I was like, it's probably started into the end of last year and worked itself into this year. But it was like that idea that I want to be happy on a daily basis. And I don't want to doubt myself every single day. And I don't want to like second guess myself every single day. And that's where I was. We always remember when we see old photos of ourselves at certain points in our lives, whether or not, we felt happy at that time, or whether we felt good at that time, or where were we mentally, or, physically, even because you see it and you're like, damn, I look horrible there. Or like, man, I look really good there, and, whether or not you looked overweight or like really good, like physically, could have been a direct reflection of like how you felt inside. As you felt worse, you were heavier. As you felt like, as you felt more positive about yourself, it was probably because you were working out or eating better or like stuff like that. And right now, personally, like I could lose about 20, 30 pounds. I don't think it's because that I feel bad inside though. This is the first time where I've been heavier and I don't feel bad. Like I just know that I need to lose weight. I think I'm heavier because I've lost my, I think personally I'm heavier right now because I'm just like, I don't care. I want to eat this food. I enjoy it, and I can't work out because I got all these things to do. Like I'm making dumb excuses to why like I'm not losing my weight, but but anyways, this is like that's not the point. What I'm saying is that we get to a place in our life that we believe, we believe that we were searching for something and we want to be happy. And I don't know, but like recently, within the past year, I finally found what I think it means to enjoy the process. They say, learn to love the process, learn to enjoy it. There's a lot of great motivational speakers that speak about it. Enjoying your process, enjoying the moment, enjoying your present. And there's no such thing as future or past. We're always in the present. And if you can't enjoy the present, you're living in the wrong place. Like this is real, right? The future and the past are no longer here. The future is not real. This is real right now. As you're watching this, as you're sitting here listening to me, this is real. And the feelings you have right now are real, right? But if you look forward into the future, you're trying to develop something. You want something to come to you, but we can't have it unless we work for it, right? You'll get everything you believe you want to be if you work towards it and if you work for it. And it's the procrastination that keeps us from getting there. And it's the not believing that keeps us from getting there. And it's the hatred for ourselves, the self-hate that keeps us from getting there. It's praying, gratitude, focus, and self-awareness that allows us to obtain those things. I think it's accepting that God is within us. We are God in the sense that we have the ability to be good. We have the ability to be holy, and we have the ability to bring positivity into the world and create the thing that we see in our head. That's what makes us godlike. We can be the thing that we want, and it starts with that happiness and positivity. If you have all this negative energy inside of yourself right now, it's not gonna create the thing that you want. And self-awareness helps you recognize that you are being negative, or you're finding yourself leaning into negativity more often, or doubt, or fear, or anxiety, or blame, or not taking accountability for why you don't have something. It's not someone else's fault that you don't have something, or that you don't have enough money, or you don't have a certain thing you want in your life. It's your fault for not accepting the responsibility for having something that you want. I believe that you can create happiness on a daily basis, no matter your living situation or situation in your life, based on your acceptance of what's happening to you. I think, for me, when I accept the things that are happening to me, and I accept the accountability, and I realize, hey, I'm okay that I don't have something, or I'm okay that I'm not where I want to be, but I want it, and I'm going to go figure out how to get it. And I have to be extremely patient. Like, I have to be patient with not only the process, but myself and that I'm flawed, and that I will procrastinate, and that I will become undisciplined at times. And that is what creates discipline, and accountability is what creates great people, you know? So when we're not being great, it's because we're just not being disciplined and self-aware and all these things that like take effort. It's easy to sit on the couch, watch TV. It's easy to go to the movies. It's easy to go out to eat. It's easy to like, go to the bar. It's easy to pick up a drink. It's easy to smoke your weed. It's easy to smoke your cigarette. It's easy to like blame. That's so easy to do, right? I could do it right now if I want to. I could do it right now. But that doesn't mean it's right, you know? It's hard. It's very hard to be disciplined, to be accountable, to be aware, to be happy. You know, it's hard to be these things. Sometimes the things that feel the greatest are possibly driven by evil or things with bad intentions. You know, it's possible that some of the best feelings that we go through may be that. And what do I mean? Sex. It could be amazing, and it can also be very evil, right? It could feel great to have sex with people, but it could be very evil in that it's tempting you to look at another person when you're trying to be faithful. It could be it could distract you from building a relationship with somebody that is not supposed to be about sex, you know? And that's the most, like, in my opinion, the easiest thing to compare what could be evil or good, you know? Drinking, right? Drinking could be a thing of fellowship and responsibility and enjoying and celebration with somebody, and understanding that when they say drink responsibly, it's about being in good company, right? We're celebrating, we're cheersing to something that we've done that's very great, right? But if you're on a Tuesday by yourself, that might not be the best decision, right? Trust me, I've been there. And sometimes I still go there, you know. Sometimes I still make my way to the little wine cabinet in my whiskey cabinet, but I've learned to push it away. I hope I've learned to do that. I don't believe that I party like I did when I was in my 20s. When I was in my 20s, I was making dumb decisions, going to the bars all the time, excited for the drinking, excited for the fucked upness, excited to forget about my problems, right? That's the evil. That's the evil. You know, now having a beer with my father, or having a beer with a wine with my wife, or my friends, having a whiskey with my friend, it feels like fellowshipping and not like I'm trying to destroy my mind, right? And I'm also saving money by not drinking. So last one I will put in, hopefully you can understand. Talked about sex, money, talked about sex, drinking. What's another one that's like what you crave the most? Money, right? I am not gonna say I'm a financial advisor by any means. I definitely have financial problems, okay? But the things that I'm realizing about myself is that I need to be financially literate and understanding that money can create a happiness when you use it towards goals that you have in your life, right? A few years ago, I gave a speech at Wichita State, and I said that money can be evil, right? And I recognized at the time that money can drive us to make decisions that we normally wouldn't make in a clear-headed mind if money wasn't the issue, right? When we are needing money and we need money to survive, and we're in this survival instinct of where is my money going to come from? I can't get my rent. I can't pay my bills. And those are the forefront things. And on top of that, I want that dress. I want that jewelry. I want that car. I want that house. I want to spend money on silly materialistic things, right? That purse. I don't know why I'm picking on girls. Computers, you know, I want that computer. I want that. I'm so sorry. I was like attacking women. I want that. I don't know, that bowling ball. I have no fucking clue what guys like anymore. I want that protein powder. I want that membership. I want that video game. There it is. I want that video game. I want that season tickets. And you have these external things that are not direct cost for living that you want and you crave, and it's like that's where we're making decisions on our lives that can change our lives, whether or not we want to do it is based on the money sometimes. Oh, they're gonna pay me a lot, so I'm gonna take that job, or I need money right now. Bills are coming up. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that opportunity to get the money, but it's gonna distract me from my real goals of my life. I'm in this current situation, right? I'm in the current situation right now where, whenever I would think about, hey, I want to keep have a daughter and a wife and responsibility in that, and I've finally understood that as a man, as a husband, I need to provide for them in a sense that like they shouldn't have to worry about stuff. So I give them 70% of my money, and the other 30% is usually still spent on them, but it's in my bank account, so I don't have to say, hey wife, can I have some of the money that I gave you? I don't want to have to like bug her for it. So I still maintain some of the money, like 30% of it, that then I will spend on a lot of times just food. I'm just like spending it on going out to eat, taking us out to eat, going to a movie. Like I'm not buying movies and food are like the things that I spend my money on. And I'm not buying clothes. Like I don't really have the need for it. If I do buy clothes, it's my own brand. This is a gift, but I make clothes for myself and my brand. So I've learned to control that like need for material items over time. It's not easy. I was definitely addicted to buying shoes and clothes at one point in my life. What I'm trying to say is like money can make you do things that you don't want to do. And what does that mean to your future? You may get stuck in a job and a routine because it's solely based on trying to get things that don't really mean that much. It's very surface level things. And you're not allowing yourself to grow into the person that you want to be. So risk taking and being like you want to go be something great. You want to be something great, a lot of times ends up falling short because you're so concerned about the money. So what can help us as we look forward to our future and as we look forward to our remaining of the year is discipline, accountability, and setting those things for ourselves. That was my word for this year for myself and Real Goats, and discipline, accountability. And I think that we're making strides to be disciplined, and we're making strides to be accountable by like saying this is my fault when something messes up. Shit, this is my responsibility as a business owner to do these things, even if I want to do something else, right? Like this is my responsibility to get my script writing done. No one else is going to write this script for me, even if I want them to look at it. I can't depend on them to look at it, and I'm okay with that. It's not like people don't want to read my script because it's going to be amazing, but they have things to do. People have things to do. So working on our discipline and accountability should be something that we keep doing as individuals to help us get better day after day. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, and it just won't. It just won't happen overnight. But we work on it day by day, and that's where the happiness starts to create. We feel good when we're making small strides. Even if you're not making huge leaps with that, small strides help us become more confident in ourselves and understand that it's taking time, and that's where the patience is so important. Like, man, patience. Man, I'm so patient, and sometimes it's like I shouldn't be so patient. I should be less patient sometimes. And why I say that is because I think if you become too patient, you might be using that as like procrastination. And I don't want to confuse procrastination with patience, or patience with procrastination, vice versa. And we still, the discipline and accountability is where I think you figure that out. Am I making sure that if I'm writing something down that I'm going to do, is it due on the day that you gave yourself that deadline? Deadlines is something that like I have to work in my life, and I think I need to be stronger at, so that I do get things done. I'm very free-minded, and I literally like will go get on a plane today if I find a reason to do it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go there. And that's where the structure and discipline can trump in like spontaneity, you know. So I'm very spontaneous, and I don't like rigid schedules because I like to do things that make me feel good. And the great minds of this world say that, you know, I would say great minds think that you need to do something even if you don't want to do it, and that's what creates the discipline, when you're doing something even if you don't feel like it, right? So I think the things that I've applied in that are like writing. I'll write when I don't feel like it, or I'll like review when I don't feel like it. I'll try to make a phone call when I don't feel like it. I'll try to follow up with the team when I don't feel like it. I'll try to go to bed early when I don't feel like it. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. I'm not trying. I am doing things when I don't want to, and it's creating slowly a discipline in my life, right? There are definitely times I'm still very fucking spontaneous. So spontaneity is good. Don't say it's not bad. It's good. It's a great thing to have in your life, to be spontaneous, and it feels good to be spontaneous, and I'm very much that. But that's where spontaneous could be the devil. I don't know. Anyway, so I would say good luck on your journey. Till next time, maybe I'll try to make this like a monthly vlog, so we talk about some shit. Hey, go start feeling, looking at alien and going back to go look at some alien conspiracy theories, the Maui conspiracy theory, like I don't know, just like type in conspiracy theories in TikTok, and it's like amazing. It's like so fun to watch. So until then, keep your mind opened.